have my makeup products I use every day eye edition, and I had to make a completely separate video for my eye products just because eyes are my favorite parts of like my makeup when I get ready. They're my favorite thing to do. I love focusing on my eyes. I love wearing eyeshadow. I like have this thing where if I put mascara and eyeliner on, I have to have eyeshadow on. Like, I can't not wear eyeshadow. I love having my eyeshadow on. So these are just like my favorite eye products, and I have quite a bit of them, so I'm just gonna kind of go through them kind of quickly. So yeah, starting off, the first thing I always do is prime my eyes, and the primer that I use every single day is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. And this primer comes in this little tube here, and it's just got a little thing like that, and it just kind of squirts out of the top, and yeah, just put a little bit on each eye and just blend it out, and it works super duper well. So I really like this. And then I am like basically obsessed with making sure my eyeshadows are vibrant looking. So what I always do is apply like a color eyeshadow base, and I have 2 drugstore alternatives and 1 like high-end alternative. So my high-end thing that I use is my MAC Paint Pot in Rubenesque, and it just looks like that. I use this one quite often, as you can tell. It's kind of been dipped into quite a bit. I think this is really good with like neutral, like golds, and just a lot of different colors this goes really well with. So like if I'm gonna go on a trip, I typically will throw this in my bag and maybe like a darker one, so I have like my lighter and my darker. And also kind of like on the lighter spectrum, this one is kind of a newer one I think that's out right now, and it is the Color Tattoo Metal eyeshadow in the color Barely Branded, and these things are so awesome. They're great quality. They're just as good of quality as the MAC ones, if not better, and they're cheaper. And this one I think is comparable to the Bare Study Paint Pot. So I was really excited when I found that out because I have been wanting the Bare Study Paint Pot, and so I got this one instead. And it's just a really great like light champagne color. And one that is pretty much a cult favorite for a lot of YouTubers is this Color Tattoo in the color Bad to the Bronze. And I've hit pan on it, as you can see. I always use this one for like when I always put like a light and then a dark color on my lid. So this is usually what's on the outer part of my lid as my base. I love this thing. I think it's great to be worn by itself too. It's just a really great eyeshadow. And then I'll actually move on to powder eyeshadows. And I have 2 of these like little mini like champagne colored shadows that I wanted to show you guys. The first one I have here is Mary Luminizer from The Balm, and it's actually like supposed to be like a highlighter, but I've been using it as an eyeshadow. And I got this little mini one in my Birchbox, and it's just a really pretty champagne color, and I will swatch it for you just so you can see it. I don't know how well it's going to show up on my skin, but it's a really nice light champagne color. And if you don't want to spend extra money, because like this was a mini, so it's really small, the bigger one's more expensive and it's bigger obviously. So I think this is a great drugstore alternative, and it works just as well. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow, and when you open it up, it's got this little thing here, and you move that over, and it's just the same pretty much color here, except it's a drugstore alternative. And I honestly kind of like the color of this one better, or the metallicness of this one, I guess you could say. It's really great. That one is right here. I don't know if you can see these that well, but they're really great champagne colored eyeshadows for the lid, and I really like champagne eyeshadows, so I've really been enjoying those. And then I just pulled out 3 palettes that I typically will gravitate towards when I'm in a hurry in the morning. The first one is, of course, the first palette I ever owned, first high-end eyeshadow I ever owned, the Naked palette, and by Urban Decay. Just looks like this. I actually haven't hit pan on any of my shadows, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close in a lot of them. But I love this palette. I know it by heart. I know so many looks I can do. It's my favorite palette to just grab and go with, because I know how, like, this was the only palette I owned for like probably 4 months, so like every day I used this eyeshadow, so I came up with so many different looks with this palette. So it's definitely my favorite tried and true palette. And then I have my MAC palette, which obviously I put my own eyeshadows in this one. I kind of created it myself. I'll tell you what eyeshadows I have in it. This is my all neutral palette. I don't actually have a highlight color, so when I use this I probably will like grab like my Naked palette or use like one of the champagne colored eyeshadows for a highlight. But I have All That Glitters, Woodwinked, Sable, Satin Taupe, and Amber Lights. So yeah, I have obviously a lot of spaces left, but that's what I have in these, and I really like these colors. They're some of my favorites. And this one I'm actually pretty obsessed with also, but only like certain colors. I actually haven't used every color in this palette as much. And this is the Too Faced Natural and Night palette, and it looks like this. My favorite colors in the palette are definitely like Full Moon, Nightcap, Cocoa Star. Basically these two rows. This bottom row I actually haven't dipped into as much. I hardly use this one because I don't really like this highlight shade. It's not a very like good highlight color to me. And I don't use greens very often, so I haven't used these ones as much. But I do really love this palette as well. Okay, and then the last few products that I have are eyeliners and mascaras. So, for eyeliners, I use 3 typically on an everyday basis. This one I do use every single day. It's my Revlon Color Stay liner. If you watch my tutorials, you've probably seen me use this liner. I love it. It's a great just like felt tip marker liner. It's called the Liquid Eye Pen. I wear it in Black is Black. It's a great liner for your upper lash line. If you ever want to see how I apply it, you should definitely just go check out some of my tutorials, which I'll link some down below. And you can see how I apply it. It's a great liner and it lasts all day, and it's drugstore. It's awesome. And then I have my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion, and it's just a black eye pencil. It's a super black liner. I use it on my waterline every day with most of my looks, and if I think, oh, black eyeliner on the lower lash line today's too harsh, I'll wear my Stila smudge stick in the color Damsel, which I got with a palette I think that I got from Stila, and it's lasted me for a while now. It's a really pretty dark brown. I'll just kind of swatch it for you. It's a really dark brown. I do like to have dark eyeliner. I don't like light eyeliner, so this brown is a really perfect brown for me. And then of course I'll curl my lashes, and I just use my Tarte eyelash curler. I really like this one. It came with a little mini like Lights Camera Lashes mascara. It's a great eyelash curler, and these are some of my favorites mascaras of the moment right now. The first one is the Clump Crusher by Lash Blast, and I'll just show it to you, and I'm going to be filming a review on this. And I also have my CoverGirl Nature Luxe mascara, and this is a mousse mascara. I actually think I need a new one. This one's kind of getting dried out, but it's just got your kind of basic wand, you know, but it is a great mascara. I love it. I get this one in Black is Black as well. I always get the blackest mascara that I can. So I really love this mascara, and it's a great lower lash line mascara, and it makes your eyelashes feel so smooth and not like crunchy and hard. And then the last mascara that I use all the time is my Maybelline The Falsies. Fun fact, I actually do not like using this mascara on its own, but I always top off all of my mascaras with this one. Usually in tutorials I don't like mention that part. I just kind of go like, and then I'm applying this mascara. I usually go over it with the Falsies too, but I just feel like that's a lot of extra filming to like show also going over it with this one, so I usually just say like one mascara because, you know, you just apply your mascara. So this one I think is great. It's got a curved wand. A lot of the times my mascaras don't look the way I want them to perfectly. I feel like once I apply, oh my gosh, it is so bright out through my window because it's just like a foot of snow out there, and it's just like white, just like washing into my room. Woo! I look pretty pale too. Hey guys, I'm not pale, I promise. Okay. But this mascara is a great mascara to top off any mascara. So I don't like it by itself, but with others it's awesome. That's all for my eye favorites that I use every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did. If you have any video requests, please let me know in the comments down below. I've been trying to film videos have videos up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and a few in between, so be on the lookout for that uploading schedule. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye guys.